What's going on, everybody? I'm Kevin from Cigar Prop, and we're done. The humidor is done, 99%. I got all of the trim work up today. Let's come closer in the corners here. You can see what I did. I just put two pieces side by side to cover up the corners. That went all the way to the top, and that goes all the way around. As you can see, we covered up the seam. There was two seams, one right here where the you can actually, it's hard to tell now, but these were short planks, big planks, and there was just a gap because the walls were uneven. Same thing on that side, short planks, big planks. So we had a plank covered up the wall, and then that was, we didn't want just one, so we ended up doing two or three on that wall, three on that wall, and all of these match up with the ones directly across from it to give it some symmetry. We end up doing another border around the bottom. We had to do that because I ran out of wood, too many miscuts. And remember when I said I cut those planks in half and I should have left the full 16-foot planks? When I cut them in half, I ran out of the longer pieces. So I had a decision to make, either put two pieces in here or do a border on the bottom, a border on the top, and then I had enough for one piece to fit in here completely. I didn't have enough to do the lengths on the bottom, so I don't know if you can see that up there. So on the top and the bottom, both sides, I had to join two pieces of wood. Now, I didn't want to butt them up together because then you would see that line. That's what I was trying to get rid of. So years ago, an old guy taught me on how to do that, was to cut two pieces at an angle. So when they come together and, you sand them just right, that seam will almost close up and disappear. So I'll give that a light sanding, and then hopefully as the wood swells, that will disappear. The one mistake I did make, which he taught me and I forgot, was on that one right there, I put the seam in the wrong place. So what it ends up being like this one overlaps. So when you're looking, I don't know if it makes sense. If you're looking in, you can see it the way the light hits it. So it was this one overlapped. I should have made it to where this one that was on top faces that way. So when the light hits it, there'd be a shadow on the opposite side and you would never see it. Hopefully that all makes sense. It makes sense to me. The only thing I'm not happy with, it is what it is, and that's the panel for the fan. It just doesn't look good. It's just not aesthetically pleasing, but there's nothing I can do about that. If I ever have a problem with this fan and I got to replace it and they don't make the same size and I got to make it bigger, I either got to cut it out right here, or if I want to put in a larger fan, it's just with all the cigars in here, creating all that dust. I can, like I said on the last video, I just screwed these panels in and I used exterior deck screws, tan colored. So that way I can just unscrew those, the screws, pop those panels out, take the fan, take everything outside, work on it, do whatever I got to do, and then bring it back in. So that's kind of future-proofing it for me. It is what it is. Like I said, I don't like the way it looks, but if I would have made it look good, I would have kicked myself in the ass in the future, having to pry panels off, damaging the wood, and then having to buy more wood. So like I said, it is what it is. Some people said, Kevin, like I said, I've never been to a lounge where they framed out the door in cedar. I don't know. I kind of wanted a framed out door. I didn't want to see, when you're standing inside here and the door is closed, I don't want to see anything. I don't want to see any paint. I don't want to see any non-cedar, other than the outlets and the fan. I want everything to be completely cedar. And so I have all the joints, all the cracks, everything is now completely, sealed up. And then so as this starts taking on moisture, hopefully everything will swell up a little bit more and make all those seams and all those joints super tight. Because there are a few that I can see, but it is, and like I said, I keep saying it. It is what it is. I keep saying that because for me, it's just I have no control over it, and whatever. I'm super proud of myself. This is the biggest project that I have ever taken on, and I was nervous about doing this, but I also knew what it would cost for someone to come in here and build this for me, and it was, it'd have been $15,000, 20 grand, including the wood. So, but it was fun tackling this project. Can you do this project yourself? Yes. I think if you follow all of the videos in this series, I think this is a job that the average homeowner, the average DIYer can tackle himself. Maybe with the help of a handyman. Trim is I was on the fence. I really thought about calling my handyman and be like, hey, can you come over here and knock out this trim? Jessica convinced me. She's like, you can do this. And I'm glad I did, because other than having my neighbor who's an electrician, tag those outlets together, I did everything myself. That is just such a great, that piece is crooked. Damn it. Why did I have to look over there? It's just such an amazing feeling of accomplishment. Now, up next, we got shelved. We're probably just going to do metal twin rack shelving. Yes, I could have built custom shelves, but I've been in too many humidors where they have custom shelves that are all built into wood, and it's a pain in the ass, and they hate it. Once those shelves are locked in, that's it. You're locked in. The humidors I've been in have the twin rack shelving. They all love it. Infinitely adjustable, and that's what I want. Will it detract from the look a little bit? Yes, it is. There'll be some metal in here. Whatever. There's nothing I can do about that. I don't know. I ran out of cedar, so I don't have enough cedar to do the shelving. So I'll probably go, I don't know if I'll buy more cedar or if I'll go with like a mahogany or something. I'm thinking about, a mahogany, a darker color wood. I know we talked about staining these a darker color wood, but then I would have had to do all the trim in the corners and everything else. And I'm like, I kind of wanted everything just to flow and blend in together. I think maybe doing the shelves in a nice mahogany will look really good. So, and then we got to do lighting. As you can see, I still have a stand-up light in here. Around the perimeter, all the way around on the top, we're going to just do LEDs. It'll be in a corner track with a diffuser. I got an LED guy. I'll call him out here. And I'm just going to do one run of LEDs all the way around. And that'll be it. Be on a little remote control on the wall, kind of like the LEDs that I have. Sally uses the same company, as the LEDs I have behind the bar. So that's it. Hope everybody's been following me on this journey. The journey's not over. This isn't the last in the series, but this is the last of the actual building, cutting, and all of the wood. The next video will be on the shelving unit, but that'll be after the new year. I don't know, 2024. This is December, 2023, in case you're watching this in the future. But yeah, so we'll so it's going to be a couple weeks, probably going to be a month or so before we get that done. I do have a lot of scraps, a lot of miscuts. Shame on me, but it is what it is. So hopefully I can start building some boxes or do something with it. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but so I do know I'm gonna get all of the cedar in here now, all the scraps. I got 2 planks left, and that's it. So I'm gonna get it in here and get that seasoning along with the wood that's in here. So all right, cats and kittens. Catch you on the flip side.